Hey y'all, so we're going to do a little video. Why did I say that? I don't know why. Hey Host Squad, how are you? So I'm starting this series. I'm trying to do be more, have a few series on here. Let me just say that. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I feel like I don't I want to have some consistency on the channel and things that y'all can be looking for every month. And so one of them I was thinking about is this particular one, which of course you saw the name in the thumbnail. And so what I wanted to do is talk about underrated fragrances all the time, because one of the things is that I do buy a lot of things. I get a lot of things that really aren't talked about a lot. So I thought, let's start talking about them more and giving them the shine they deserve. Or they say, give them their flowers. So I'm gonna give them their flowers. Sometimes it will have a theme, like this one does, because when I started pulling them out, I was like, yeah, this is what it is. So every month there will be 5 fragrances that I will talk about that I feel are underrated, underhyped, and something that you might want to think about, trying, maybe if you can sample them, you know how it is, either sample them or just blind buy like my crazy ass. So here are the 5 underrated, underhyped fragrances that I think are perfect for work, because these fragrances they're very head turning and they will make you stand out, but they're not so overwhelmingly, they're not so in your face. They're not polarizing. You'll smell good, you'll smell fabulous, but you won't smell like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have a very work appropriate fragrance that makes you stand out, yet doesn't have anybody talking about, oh my God, she's wearing fragrance or he's wearing fragrance. So let's talk about these 5 fragrances that I think are perfect for work and will have you standing out, stunting on the hoes at work. Now, you know what I find really interesting when I look up some of these fragrances is that my perception of them and the people who actually talk about them is totally different. So this is the one that really made me think about it, because I was wearing it today, and it is Musk Cashmere by the Attar collection. You cannot go wrong with a clean musk. This is a beautiful, clean, very classic musk, but it has a little spice in it. So it has a little spiciness to it to make it stand out. But there is something about a good musk that will make you have this clean, just effortless vibe. Because a good musk makes you smell like you don't work too hard, you don't think too hard about it, you just spray on this fragrance. Or people just think like this is like your soap and water vibe, like what kind of soap, what kind of lotion do you use? Because these really come off as part of you. And so Musk Cashmere does that, but I really like the clean, fresh vibe of it, but there's a little spiciness to give it a little kick and make it more interesting. So this is Musk Cashmere by Attar collection. Next up is Bois 1920s Centenario, right? Now this I've been loving it. It is a gorgeous powdery floral. It is very it turns heads. It has like a semi-tropical vibe to it, because it has ylang ylang in it. Has a tiare flower, but really it is this really gorgeous powdery floral, and it definitely will have you smelling. The scent is just really, when I'm wearing it, it's just really ultra feminine, ultra girly, yet not too much for people where they'll think, oh, she really, it's friendly. It's like a friendly fragrance. And what I mean by friendly, it's it's compliment getting, but it's complimenting in that nice, like, oh, she's not trying to be too much. She's just, this is her. And she's just, you know, she always smells good. And she smells like flowers, but not too floral. And she smells like powder. It's just a very ultra feminine vibe to me. I honestly think this might be, you know, the right man. He could rock this too. But for me, she's a girl. She's a girl. She's an ultra feminine girl. Centenario by Bois 1920. All right, now this one was really interesting when I looked it up, because what I do is I always check to see, oh, how many people are really talking about this? And it was so interesting to me when I put in the name in YouTube. It was like crickets with the women, and it makes no sense to me, because this is Rosendo Mateu No. 3. This is Neroli, Iris, and White Musk. And that is exactly what it is. It has a slight sharpness from that neroli, but it's really an irisy musk. It is a gorgeous iris musk. And I don't know why people are not talking about it, because that's exactly what it is. It is very chill. This has a very, like, this is one of those things, like, if you're in a high stress job, this would be perfect to wear, because it definitely has a calming effect. It will definitely make you, you know, just like, whew, I can handle this without it being too much. So if it's in one of them situations where you just need to, like, center yourself but still smell fabulous while you're doing it, and not letting people bother you, and just letting all the negative energy in your job just bounce off of you, Rosendo Mateu No. 3. All right, now, y'all know I always got to talk about my boys, so, because they always underrated, honey. Let's just say this: JC and Vincent are always underrated. Y'all know I ain't lying. All right, so let's talk about this first one. This is Oneirogen. This is a new bottle because I sold my partial, so I actually haven't worn this one yet, but this is a tea-based fragrance, but it has like a little, I think blackberries I think is in it, so it's like this berried tea, but it's not citrusy, which is, I find that me and citrus teas don't always work well, but this is like a berry tea. It's very refined, it's very elegant and subtle in its own way, but still lasts. So this is Oneirogen by Dreamhouse Ikiryo. All right, now last one is this one. This is from JC. This is Khye Fragrances Natural. Now, he has notes of shea butter, coconut, a little vanilla in here, some orange blossom. Let me say what it smells like, and this is what he said. When you smell it, it smells like that good hair grease. You know, that good, more expensive hair grease that just smells good. Because, listen, my brothers and sisters understand what I'm saying. Part of the hair grease thing is you kind of want one that smells good because it's in your hair, right? So I tend toward things that smell good, and this has that vibe. It's got the warmth from the vanilla as it dries down, but it really does have this really, really chill, very well put together, kind of like hair grease vibe. Let me tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of when the heyday of the natural hair movement, and, you know, hey, my queen, this smells like the hair grease that all the hair Nazis would be loving, because it would just have the coconut in it, and it would have all these and the shea butter, and it was just like this whole vibe for them, and it would be just their essence, you know, because back then the natural hair Nazis, a lot of them wasn't wearing fragrances, but you get some fragrance off their hair, and this is what it is. But it is like so gorgeous on the skin because it has the vanilla, it has that shea butter, and let me tell you, I really don't like the smell of shea butter, but something about the way the shea butter, the orange blossom, that coconut, and vanilla come together, this is so good. I mean, like, honestly, I think I'm going to take this to work and make this one of my work fragrances. Like, when I forget to put on some fragrance in the morning, which is rare, or if I just want to wear something in the end of the day, because, like, I'm going to be doing night school for a couple of nights. This will be perfect to be in there, you know, after hours, spraying this on, because it's going to get me through until I get to leave at 5:30. So this is Khye Fragrances Natural. All right, y'all, that's it. That's all. That's our 5 for this month. I have some other ideas of some 5 underrated fragrances, or it might just be 5 random ones. Let me know how you like this little new series I'm doing. If you have any underrated fragrances that you wear for work, put it in the comments, Whole Squad. Talk about it. Let's hear about it. All right, as always, it's a new year, and as I always say, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Have a great day.